Because there's not much carbon around here. I do this eventually, trust me. I don't know why it took me so long to get there, but at least I'm recording it this time. I made my mistake the last time. I just like literally looked over my phone, and instead of seeing the green ring and like the noise levels that I should, instead what I saw was the red ring, which the red ring, and the red ring means that I turned it off and I wasn't recording anything. I mean, I was using OBS, I was recording, but the microphone wasn't picking up anything because the microphone was off. So, hello everybody, and welcome back to No Man's Sky. In the last episode, we finally got off the uranium planet, and we're on the space station. I believe we were also trying to sell some things, if I remember correctly. And now we're gonna head back in our ship, I think. I'm, again, not 100% sure what happened, so I know something happened, but I don't know exactly what that is. At this point out, it's just to the best of my knowledge. I'm pretty sure the next hour for sure is when we get our freighter, but right now we just need to do what we're doing right now. I would like to be able to finish this recording all in one weekend. That would be nice, so I can start editing and all that. And we're pointing towards the space anomaly, but we're not going to go there. Oh no, don't tell me we decided to do more mining. Oh crap. It appears that we have begun the mining process once again. And as I said before, this is the part I'm going to edit out. So I'll see you back when we're officially done with this. Alright guys, we finally stopped mining for a bit, and now we're warping to another system, which I might just go and start mining again, so we'll see. And I don't know, maybe we do get our freighter in this one. I'm not sure exactly what happens, but I do know at some point I do. It's either this one or number 9. And we're out. And we've arrived at the Brian Yagud number 2 system. Woohoo. But, well, we see some freighters over there, but obviously they're not. Here, welcome back. And, there's a water planet over there, which is pretty good. Did I just get a random anomaly? Yeah, okay, whatever. I think we're gonna try to keep going for a few more minutes before I cut out, because I think this is about the point where I finally realized the use of gold nuggets. They do have a purpose. They can make a lot of gold real quick. Yeah, so we're just gonna, we'll give it like maybe like 5 minutes. But I'm pretty sure it's like somewhere around here when I just come to the use of gold nuggets. What are these gold nuggets used for? Why do I keep getting all these gold nuggets? What can I do with that? I think also what kind of like stopped me from using the gold nuggets is I didn't realize that you can just make them into gold without having to use a refiner. I thought you had to use a refiner, but you don't. So that's a pretty cool thing. Yep, another gold nugget. But in the meantime, there's a... I've also decided to, like, just like with RAF, what I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna have like 3 different saves of No Man's Sky going on. One save's gonna be the one that we're currently, you know, using for this series. Another save's gonna be for me and my friends, and the third save's just gonna be my quote-unquote practice break, where I tried like getting through more of the game that I have gotten through at this point, which is gonna take a while because, like I said, by the time we're done with this, we're already at least like 15 hours in. So, but I would still like to do it just so that I can kind of get a heads up on how to beat it, so that when I actually go back and do it for the series, I'm not just like, well, I don't know how to do this. I can be like, nah, I know exactly what to do. It's kind of the same thing. It's also the same philosophy I have when it comes to playing video games the second they're launched versus waiting a while. Because if you play the games the second they're launched all the time, then there's no resources on how to beat them. You're just wandering. You can't like just look up a video or look up. And when I say the second they're launched, I mean like the literally second. Like you're playing them the day they come out, the hour they come out. And if you're trying to do a recording like that for a game that just came out like that day, there's not going to be any videos out for it. There's not going to be any walkthroughs out for it. There's not going to be any written walkthroughs. There's not going to be any like articles on the game, there's going to be nothing. And so you're just going to be wandering around going, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to beat this game. I don't know what I can... You know, I got nothing to help me. Whereas if you wait a couple of years even, a few months or a couple of years, you're going to have tons of resources. So that if you need something, you can just stop the game and say, hey guys, I'm going to look this up. Aha, I figured out how to do it. You know? And welcome to water. Welcome to an entirely water planet. Oh great. Yeah, we don't have aquatic technology. That's definitely another mission for another time. When we go live, is to eventually get aquatic technology. Because otherwise, there are some planets like this where you just can't actually land on the planet because the entire planet is nothing but water. There's like literally no surface or whatever. Well, there's surface on the water, but there's no like islands that you can land on. So try again. Yeah, we're not seeing very much actual land around here. So, and there is technology you can make, the aqua jets. That's exactly what the technology is that it's technology that you can install that can allow you to land on the water. And so that way you could probably make a base on, you know, and I know there's underwater base too option in the space anomaly. You can get blueprints for that, but you first would have to make a underwater. Ooh, boy, it looks different from the backside. Pretty sure that's all the same planet. I lost my train of thought because I saw this from the backside. I'm like, oh, that's something. That can't be the same planet. Oh, hang on. We got some islands. We might be able to actually land. Let's see if we can. Go spin around. Okay. Maybe this is the planet that I ultimately make into 1.0. Yeah, I think this is actually the planet that I end the last episode on. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, that definitely looks like the area where I made the base and everything.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
And there's superheated storms everywhere. But either way, we'll go ahead and make ourselves a computer, a base computer, I should say. And we know the whole spiel. Search in the archives. Oh, nobody has this. You want it? It can be yours. If you actually select that option. Whoops. Hang on. There we go. Claim this base as ours. And I don't know if playing in like friends only network mode means that you won't actually run into other players' faces or not. I don't know if that's how that works really. But what I do know is there's only one thing we can call this base. This is the ultimate water place. So we're going to call this Water World 1.0, the official version. So, and like I said, this is where we ultimately end up. At the end of the pre-recorded series specifically. Is at this place with a Nautilin, which is the submarine, ready to go, and realizing that, oh crap, we don't have any fuel. And at that point I was just like, oh well, I'm too tired to continue, and I've already recorded more than enough. And again, my original plan was just to upload this footage straight up, no commentary, no nothing, just upload it. But I just thought, I'd rather actually do it. I'd actually make a commentary. It just means that I have to sit here and commentate over like 15 hours of recording. But so be it. Let's get a little shelter from the storm. I'll get a little water myself. Hang on one second. Water. Oh, great. We don't have metal plating in this planet. I mean, it has some ferrite, but it's not that much ferrite, and so we find ourselves having a problem. Oh well, I was about to launch, but apparently I didn't. Like I said, this planet has some ferrite, but not much. So we must ask ourselves, what are we gonna do? We do need more sodium, and there is some sodium over there. As our thermal protection goes by. Ooh, an armored clam. But crystal sulfide. Yeah. I think I need crystal sulfide for something. And I also learned, wow, our shields are going down really quick. Yeah, we're gonna have to no, not that. Quickly. No, other one, come on, we're
Extreme heat damage detected.
hang on, I'm trying to get to the... I forgot what it was. No, not the wiring loom. And there.
Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling.
Alright, we'll make a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, this is a good idea to be out here inside of an extreme storm. Now there are upgrades you can make to your exosuit that will allow it to be able to handle extreme storms a lot better than we're currently handling it right now. And this is where I'm starting to realize we're probably gonna want to make a actual base, because otherwise these extreme storms are just gonna destroy us. There we go. We're in the water. Now we can go ahead and get ourselves some of this crystal sulfide. What I didn't realize though is that as soon as you get it, it sets off this like little volcano thing. And that can damage you pretty good, because I'm pretty sure I literally go from having pretty much full shields to none in like a second. I don't know when it happens, but I'm 90% sure it does. Yes, our thermal protection is falling. We trying to look for more there's more crystal sulfide, but got a buried cache module. I'm not paying attention at all to my shields. And boy, this, yeah, I just was not really thinking very much at this point, because I was just trying to, like, let's just get stuff. Let's not worry about the fact that our thermal protection is, like, disappearing on us. So, alright, so, yeah, it's going really quick. Eventually the storm will subside, but in the meantime, we probably should just get back to our ship. So, we're on our way. Sorry, our shields are going down way too fast. But again, I can't do anything about... Oh! Hey, the storm's clearing. Be okay then. Oh, something big just happened.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Alright, good. Alright. So this is where I realized that it'd probably be a good idea to build a base. Oh hey, it's those giant, those guys. Remember them from the other planet? Okay, well this is a different version of them, but it's actually way closer to the Stegosaurus than the other one was, but... or Triceratops. One of the two. They're probably Stegosaurus. Pretty much almost exactly like a Stegosaurus. But... either way, what are we trying to craft now? Alright, collect ourselves some carbon nanotubes. What are we crafting these carbon nanotubes for exactly? I don't know. I do know I got about 13 seconds before I gotta take a break, so I'm gonna go ahead and just pause at 23:15. Alright. And I'm back. Alright, so, yeah, we learned that this planet is very dangerous, and I probably shouldn't shoot these things. But we also should probably scan whatever that is. Scan the butterflies, or the rocks. We haven't scanned these flying creatures. Go ahead and scan them. Alright, got them scanned. And at some point, I know we start building a base. But we're also almost at the... we're within like 5 minutes towards the end of this episode. So, I don't know if we start doing it now or in the next part. We'll find out. But I do know that eventually we... Yeah, this is... I think at some point I just like we're not getting anywhere near the amount of ferrite we need even to make one. If anything, we're getting a lot of sodium and like very little ferrite. Okay, build one. And we still need more. So we'll just go around and just like slowly but surely get this. This is exactly what the scenario where we would want to fly back to our planet called Ferrite for. Because that planet we'd have like almost unlimited supply of ferrite. So, but I didn't. So, I mean, maybe I did. Eventually, maybe I just got fed up and I'm like, no more. So, impulse beam, and there's a creature. And I think if you feed that creature, you can actually ride on it and fly on it. You can do that with pretty much any creature, unless it's like just way too small. Even though I have seen them ride the small creatures before, it looks ridiculous, but either way, get a lot of sodium though. Definitely have enough sodium, that's for sure. I think there's one of those plants, those oxygen plants. Cool, we got that. Let's see, do we have what we need to make a base? Oh, we just need a tiny bit more sodium. It's an oxygen-rich plant that I guess I don't need, so... Really little things give me sodium, why don't I just shoot them? With that, they give me a lot of ferrite dice. It's actually a neat little plant, or rock structure, or whatever it is, because it gives you 2 items instead of just the 1, and they're both useful, so... Some things give you like this and pure ferrite, which is useful in some stuff, but not in everything, so... And there's our ship over there. Yes, we can finally make it. Make it right about, well, I'm trying to make it close to our actual base. About there. And then we need to make the biofuel reactor. Need more metal plating, of course. We should be able to quickly make that. There we go. Now we can go ahead and make it. There we go. And now put the wire to here. Of course, I gotta power it. I always forget to do that. So. Alright, and we got ourselves a. Oh, we got the superstorm approaching. Better off just getting off this planet. But we'll go ahead. Oh yeah, you should be using stone because stone is so much easier to build. Or I mean, silicate is so much easier to get than carbon. Because all you gotta do is point it at the ground to get silicate. Whereas carbon, you gotta meticulously try to get different plants, and they can only give you a very little amount. Where it's like, oh, I need silicate, just destroy the entire ground. So we can build. I know my thermal protection is falling. I'm in the middle of trying to build a base right now to prevent that very thing. Alright. Got a few more minutes left in the episode. So, I'm just trying to think about how far we actually get. Go ahead and build ourselves some stone walls. And we'll probably get inside real quick. That's not inside. This is inside. Inside. Get inside. Yeah, I know, that's why we got in. I should use some oxygen to fix my suit, but good. I'm glad my past self had that same thought. So again, we could launch them. I mean, they're not worth that much, but I mean, 3,000 units is 3,000 units, so. Anyways, we'll go ahead and wait for our thing to recharge, and nope, we don't need that right now. We need more stone walls. Yeah, we see how it's falling. I'm in the middle of trying to build a base to protect us from that very thing. I don't know why I'm trying to build it during the middle of an extreme storm. That's not the smartest idea, but I don't care, because I figured I could just throw up a quick square base in a matter of minutes. It's not that hard. Gotta get. Well, now we gotta get back in our ship.
Thermal protection
Go
falling.
ahead. Get in there. Get in there. No, get in the ship.
Extreme heat damage detected.
Yeah, I know. Extreme heat damage. Well, guys, I'll be honest with you. This is probably all we're gonna do for the next like minute and a half, or whatever's left in the episode. So, in the next episode, we'll obviously continue making on this base, and then not sure exactly what happens after that. I'm 90% sure it's hour 9 that we take off and or we hyperdrive out of here and we find ourselves we get our first official freighter. That's not the case right now. So, okay. We just make 2 of those, and now we just need to make a second stone wall on top of that.
Thermal protection falling.
What do you mean you can't build it in a valid position? Oh, well, either way, I guess that's the way the episode ends. So, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. See you then. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to No Man's Sky. I actually have my microphone on this time, so you can actually hear me. I recorded about 9 minutes of this episode, and then I looked over and I realized my microphone wasn't even on. So, I was literally recording no audio. So, here we are. We're back on the planet. We're continuing to build this,
Storm clearing.
base here. And the storm's clearing, I think, so eventually we'll be able to go back out without having to get damaged every 2 seconds. So, here we go. And we can go ahead and start building or more of the stone wall. Because for some reason I found out that you don't want a timber floor panel. Where's the stone? An actual stone. Alloy wall. We want a stone wall. Stone wall. There we go. Alright. I found out that for some reason to actually enter the base itself, you need at least 2 high stone wall. I don't know if I'm just doing something absolutely wrong or what, but that's just a challenge I've had before. And now that we got 2 high stone wall, we can go ahead and put a roof on it. Except for the fact that I don't have any ferrite dust. So we'll have to get more ferrite. Now, the smart thing for me to do in this scenario would be for me to go ahead and for me to go back to ferrite, to place ferrite to get everything. The planet ferrite. Gotta go back to the planet ferrite in order to get everything. And yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. Oh, whoa. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I don't know if I'm tired or what's going on. But either way, alright, go ahead and scan these guys. Where are my audio things? I'm sorry guys, I'm checking some things right now. Keep watching what happened in the video, ignore me. And I'm just gonna be checking this real quick. Just check. Right, hang on. Nope, I don't want that high. There we go. Alright, there we go. I had to increase my input gain for some reason it dropped down to 4. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. Either way, there, that's what should be happening. I was noticing it's like, boy, it's like the thing used to be going yellow at almost every other word, and now it's not doing that. I don't know whether that's actually a good or bad thing, but it probably is going to be a bad thing, because they're going to end up using the compressor to make it go up, and then that's going to have parts of it. Either way, we'll deal with that later. I don't really care, honestly, if at least this pre-recorded series is all that great or not. I really don't. Want more. Hang on one second. Alright everybody, and I'm back. I'm back. I had to take care of a couple of things. A lot of things, actually. But we're back. We finally got to doing this. And we're gonna go ahead and try to remember where we left off. Yeah, we were making the base and making a lot of magnetized ferrite for some odd reason. I still don't really understand why I was making so much magnetite. I mean, we already made why was I such... Oh, you know what? I know what... Okay. Like I said beforehand, I recorded like 9 minutes worth of this, and so I think I'm actually farther in the video than I actually am. I know what we're doing right here. Right here, I'm trying to make get a bunch of enough magnetized ferrite so that I can make a I can't remember what it's called. Well, we'll see it in a couple seconds, anyways. Go that. And we can exit this, and then we can go ahead. Well, this isn't the right one. Hang on. What we're trying to make is a construction research unit. Then you go here, and we could go to buildable technology, or maybe it was structures. Yeah. Okay, so what we want to make is a flat roof, a flat stone roof, so we can use silicon instead of having to constantly use carbon for everything. Because there's not much carbon around here. I do this eventually, trust me. I don't know why it took me so long to get there, but at least I'm recording it this time. I made my mistake the last time. I literally looked over my phone, and instead of seeing the green ring and like the noise levels that I should, instead what I saw was the red ring, which the red ring, and the red ring means that I turned it off and I wasn't recording anything. I mean, I was using OBS, I was recording, but the microphone wasn't picking up anything because the microphone was off. So that's embarrassing. I mean, honestly, it really wasn't much better than this. So I can't say it's like, oh man, you guys really missed out on some of the best commentary ever made. It's like, no. It was about the same quality you're getting right now. But still, you know, I had to start it all over again. So, but either way, we'll finish that up. So, meantime, I gotta stop doing that. But I can use the train manipulator to get more. I use the train manipulator to fill in those giant holes I keep blasting in the train if I really wanted to. Yeah. And the other thing is we need a lot of ferrite. Much ferrite as we can get. And the easiest way would be for me to just warp back to the next planet. Oh yeah, and I remember right here I said I was looking at these creatures and I realized, wow, those are beautiful looking creatures. I'd love to have one of these as a companion. But instead I scared them away. I think the best creature I ever saw was it looked kind of like that, but it was kind of more like that milk creature we saw earlier, but it was about the same size as that kind of more like kangaroo creature we just saw. And it was just beautiful. Like it was. But that was on my previous save, which I think I've since gotten rid of. So maybe one day we'll see it again. I'm sure it'll show up at one point in our searches, and I'll definitely make it into a. I'll definitely make it into a companion. It'll become a companion. Like I'll offer it food, and it'll become one of our companions. I don't know. It sounded really weird the way I was saying it. And now we're gonna go ahead and try to get some nanites, and that's it. I can't really think of much more besides that. Again, this is the second time I've done this, because we're getting close to about where I looked over and I realized, oh crap, I'm not recording anything. But I still don't really understand why I just felt the need to suddenly do this. Because I just thought, like, hey, I got a lot of things, and it's like, I actually don't got much. I still don't know where this upload all button. I think you gotta have all of them in order to upload all. So, but either way, we'll go ahead and get back to building our base, which hopefully we'll do in a minute. But of course, we need to collect more ferrite dust. That's what we'll do first. Hopefully we'll take off and do something otherwise in this planet, because I'm running out of kind of things to talk about when I'm just fucking around and accidentally shooting a beautiful butterfly. But essentially what that is, that's what that is. It's just a big giant butterfly. I'm kind of, actually it's probably closer to a moth, but I want to say butterfly. It sounds nice. Sounds like I'm being rude by calling that thing. And now we got a rain, but apparently this isn't a torrential rain. I'm running out of things to talk about. So, you know what? I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna come back when we get back to finish building the thing. So I'll be back in a minute. Alright, and we're back. It was actually only about another minute or so. I guess I just didn't want any dead silence, but whatever. Alright, and with that, we have built ourselves a nice little base to protect ourselves from the dangers of the torrential heat waves. And rain. It's actually more heat rains than it is waves. But either way, we've been able to protect ourselves now. Now we are taking off the planet to go, I don't know. I'm not sure. Where will we be heading? Okay. And... Alright. Well, I'll tell you what. Because I know at some point I decided to use the gold nuggets. So, we'll just... Or what? Alright, we're just instead gonna go to this undiscovered planet. I know at some point I learned what the gold nuggets are for. I thought it was this episode, but I don't really know. I know this place has a high sentinel activity. Which, you know, last thing I'd want is to face off against more sentinels. But this also got sodium, copper, phosphorus, sodium, a lot of stuff actually. Got the pull, and we're now coming down to land upon the planet. What will we find upon the planet Peng-Tu? Or Tai? Tau. Pang Tao. Okay, if I say it like that, it definitely does. This planet seems dead. Well, maybe there is an atmosphere to it. Yeah, there's definitely fauna. If it was a dead planet, there would be no fauna at all. Planet definitely does have an atmosphere. There's still some sodium, because we're definitely going to need that for other things. And of course some ferrite dust. Why not? Or harvesting. I know, not super exciting. Which I think I needed for something. What needs phosphorus? I know something needed phosphorus. There's something on here that needed phosphorus. I wouldn't have gotten it if it didn't need it. So where is it? Phosphorus, phosphorus. Show yourself, phosphorus. I don't know where this phosphorus is. Was it my other ship that needed it? No, this is the one that's got all the weird stuff that I gotta get rid of. So, still need some wiring looms here. We could easily buy those. So I guess the best thing to do would be to go back here and see where I got all this phosphorus. I know I have phosphorus. Oh no! Don't get rid of it. I know I need phosphorus for something, but whatever. We'll make more Starship launch fuel. All right, and then we'll put that. Can't put that anywhere here. Alright, fine. I guess we'll just leave it there. Or at least fill it up. There we go. I think I meant to take off. Press the wrong button. Alright, we're off. Probably gonna head off to a space station. If I were to guess, we're gonna head off to the space station. Either that or this is the space anomaly one. Well, that was a quick trip. I have no idea what I'm doing now. I am so lost. I thought we were finally off the planet, and here we are and right back into it. So, curious as to why. Wondering if we're going to get into another battle with the Sentinels. I know this is a high level, like, Sentinels are ever present in this one. Oh, we need, what do I need? Porphyrium. Oh, of course I don't have Porphyrium. Where do I get that? We need metal plating, too. So, trying to figure out, do I like, okay, I need... Great. And now our thing's out of... one thing after another. Hey, we got it.
Thermal protection falling.
Where is the multi-tool? There we go.
Technology recharge.
That recharged. And I'll go ahead and get... Well, going back to my ship for some reason. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? There's another phosphorus deposit. Just got rid of the last phosphorus, so I don't know. We got very technology model. There, we go that way. And yeah, if it's like 300 units away, then I could probably walk there. If it's more than that, we're definitely gonna fly. but hey, we got hydrogen. We gotta stop shooting at hydrogen. Go ahead and get his. He always needs starship. So. And seriously struggling to think of what I can talk about next. This is a problem doing post-reaction, is that I'm just trying to make this go. It's like I've already talked about everything I could talk about, so I don't know what else to talk about. And so, yeah, we got rid of the uranium and the solarium. I don't know what that thing was, but got rid of those two things. And continuing on. I'm trying to think of what else I can talk about. I mean, I'm still here. I haven't left. Just we're kind of just getting to a point where, you know, it's just grinding at this point. So it's kind of hard to think of stuff to talk about when I'm grinding. But I guess this is going to be a reality, so I better start thinking fast. So maybe we could at least talk about like some future things I'm planning for this game. I mean, definitely, as soon as we get our freighter, one thing I definitely like to do is get enough nanites to be able to paint it any color I want. So that's good. Yeah. And let's be real. Oh, there's a creature. What do we got here? He's gone. There's another one. Oh, it's kind of like a cat. Yeah. Kind of like a cat. That's a nice creature. We got another berry technology model. Oh, that something just teleported in out of nowhere. That scared me a little bit. Is that a big thing of cobalt in the distance? Looks like it. Or is it just like a really big one of these dihydrogen rock things? Dihydrogen, that's what it is. I don't know. Now I'm really curious about what that was in the distance. Yeah. I mean, I could... See, what's going on in my channel? I'm just trying to think of anything exciting going on or plans I have for my channel. I mean, the random games, I think, is pretty one of my fun series I've ever made. Yeah, that's just a big dihydrogen crystal. Oh, I only got like 33 out of that. Alright. But yeah, the random series is definitely something that I'd like to do. And there's plenty of other stuff I can do, too. It's just like... thing is just putting myself in the situation I am, where it's like I have to finish this No Man's Sky playthrough of all the pre-recorded stuff. Then I can finally move on to other games. Not that I don't like No Man's Sky, but as I've learned with pretty much a lot of things, is that just doing one thing all the time, you're gonna eventually go crazy. I'm literally in the same boat with like the videos I'm watching, specifically YouTube videos, because I'm currently working on like one series of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom to completion, and the guy I'm watching, it did a 100%, and so, you know, long story short, he made 78 videos that are at least over an hour long. So it's taking me a long time to get through it, and I had to eventually just say to myself, I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch 3 hours of it, then I'm gonna watch an hour of something else. I'm gonna do an hour of something else. I have to see something else, because if I just watch just one thing all the time, I'm gonna go nuts, and I'm just gonna, you know, kind of lose my excitement too.
Technology recharge.
Because the problem is right now, this series itself, as much as I love No Man's Sky, since I overdid this so much, this series is now holding me back from being able to work on anything else. I mean, I could work on anything else, but then I find myself in the same boat I am. That's why when I get started, one thing I want to do, when I get started, one thing I want to do for sure is, hang on, I saw what was going on and I forgot where I was. We got this big bulbous plant in front of us, and it gives us a lot of carbon. But the rule I want to make from now on when I'm making a video is that the main series that it's gonna be, for example, let's say I play No Man's Sky. If I play No Man's Sky, then the next game is gonna always be Subnautica. Whatever game I played before, the next game is always gonna be Subnautica, because not only do I have the original Subnautica to go, but I also got Subnautica Below Zero, and within a few months, probably, maybe like next year latest, they're gonna have Subnautica 2 come out. And not only that, but there's also like kind of a horror version of Subnautica, a horror mod called the Red Plague I really would like to play, even though that's going to have a content warning, because of the, even though I personally still think it's closer to maybe like a teen, because the original game Subnautica is rated E, and this mod brings up to maybe more of a teen. I'm not going to quite say mature yet, because I kind of have a rule where I said to myself I'm not playing mature games anymore. But I still want to say it's really closer to teen. But either way, oh crap, I shot him. Oh crap. Well, here we go. Looks like we did get ourselves into a battle. Here we go. Well, we might as well just go into the sky and take care of this. Let's see if I can finish it up real quick. Point is that, even though the mod itself basically turns Subnautica into at least a teen-rated game. So I'm gonna have to put a disclaimer saying that this game contains stuff that viewers may find disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised, which I think is just something that you can put in front of your video in the YouTube anyways. But I'll probably put up a disclaimer just in case for whatever reason that doesn't work. But now we find ourselves in a Sentinel battle. Here I am. You know what they say, be careful of what you wish for? I think this is it, because I was actually starting to get somewhere, and now it's like, oh, it's time for a battle. And we got more interceptors arriving. So if I remember correctly, I think the way it goes is the first 2 is just 1, then when you get to level 3, that's 2, and then level 4, that's 3, and then level 5 is the Sentinel ship, I think. You can tell the levels by those that little diamond there that's red and black on the right side of the screen. So, but either way, I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, you can see how much better our shielding is compared to the last one. Because I think I might have had to use maybe this whole battle. I end up using maybe like 2, maybe 3 of them tops. So, got more interceptors on the way. And fortunately, we got 12 of these. We will not be needing to use all of them. So, because that extra shield natus, I think it's something like that. That extra bonus shielding we got really does come in handy, because not only is it just like extra shielding, but it's an S-class extra shielding. So it's like pretty much makes us practically invulnerable, really. Doesn't mean we still won't take damage, but the amount of damage we take is a lot less than it would be normally. It's kind of the whole point of having like extra shielding, but it's also, like I said, it's S-class versus the A-class we got. Either way, this isn't really that much of a problem. So, yeah, look, we're already at 4, and I've so far only had to use 1. Just 1 recharge equipment. I could, probably gonna do it anyways, but I don't absolutely have to. So, here we go. Now we're up to the 3. Or maybe not. How many came in? Got this one shooting at us. Oh, no, yeah, we got 3. 3 of them shooting at us. And, which is, again, I'm not too worried about. They can fire their little lasers. It's not going to bother me. So. Alright. The only reason they really even did that much damage that they have is just because there's 3 of them. Alright, here we go. We go ahead, take this guy down. I just switch over to my missiles, which I'm pretty sure I got. There you go. You got a starship battery. Alright. Galactic navigation. Yeah, we don't need to be bringing up the galaxy wrap right about now. Yeah, those lasers, real. I just noticed how much those lasers by themselves did. Lasers are apparently the most powerful weapon, but I think they're in a supercharged slot, so that's why they're so powerful. And we got 1 more over here. Alright. This guy's gonna go down quick, especially if I can give him good shots with this. And there we go. And now on for the main event. Starships, interceptors arriving in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here it comes. Boom! Sentinel capital ship again. There's the big bad boy. Yeah, we got lasers coming at us. And now, like I said, with our shielding, we don't have that much to worry about. Yeah, this is not going to be too much. I mean, we're still going to have to use some. Still going to have to use some star shield batteries, but other than that, it'll be okay. Oh. Sorry, I'm distracted by something. Yeah, so we got lasers going all over the place. Not too worried about it, though. Not worried at all. Sorry, I'm paying attention to what's going on in the video. Oh yeah, I'm doing commentary. But yeah, this A-class ship makes things so much easier. If this was C by now, I'd have to run out like 3 times to recharge my Alright, shield's down. Our shield's down too, but we already recharged it. And now, like I said, this is the easy thing to do, is just fly literally right next to the ship and just keep firing until eventually it's gone. Yeah, like I said, you stay closest to the ship, you're gonna get the least amount of damage, because they're not gonna fire that much on their own ship. So, fortunately, the way you're fighting this ship is the same way you would actually fight like another ship. For example, like a regular freighter that isn't Sentinel or isn't a pirate in any way. You can be a pirate. Arr, you're a pirate. You could be one, but I'm not going to be. I will face off against pirates any day, but I will not become a pirate myself just to get a little extra money. I'm not evil like that. I really like destroying the bad guys, but that's the thing. They're the bad guys. I am not. I didn't mean to get and fight into the Sentinels, but they want to get in a fight with me. And I don't know. Did I instigate that? I'll have to go back and look. I'm not sure if I'm the one who instigated that fight or not. I think I remember just seeing him, and I actually was mining, and then I hit him, and he's like, "Oh, you want to fight?" And I'm like, "Oh!" It's like, "Oh no, great. So, go ahead and recharge our shields. Yep, Yeah, we've only used like maybe what, 4 of them so far. So. Oh yeah, here we go again. Oh. Yeah. And they're firing their lasers. Okay, well, we're still gonna use up most of our shields, most of our charge shields. But that's okay. We'll be fine as long as we have victory. That's all that matters. All that matters is that as long as we don't die, we're able to take them out. We can do it however we want. We want to use up all of our shield, starship shield batteries. We can. All right, come on. All right, got rid of that one. There's one more to go. There's another one to go. Never mind. Alright. We almost got this one. Not worried about things. We're definitely gonna make it. My alarm went off, and I realized I was probably going off in the background. Now, not much I can do. Just stop this recording. And I'll have to pause until I can take care of that in a second. But that's alright. We're okay. We're doing just fine. There goes another turret. Now I just need to basically just like do a straight attack with all my weapons. I can probably take it out in one go. For some reason, I don't know why I'm still trying to take those on. The easiest thing is just simply to take this out. And there we go. Defeated the capital ship. And we got another carrier AI fragment, and so I'm still going to end up selling instead of actually using it for its intended purpose, but whatever.
Technology recharge.
Alright, I just realized my thing was going... Alright, so I'll be right back in a second. Alright, so now that we survived our capital battle, we are going to a space anomaly. Now, there is a good chance that I'll talk to you-know-who, even though he'll be like, maybe another time you can talk to me. And if that happens, then I'll just go ahead and cut it up until the next time I'm buying something. So, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so we're going to the Construction Research Station, where we will go ahead and get... I'm not sure what. I think what we're looking for is I want to ultimately get the Nautilus. Which, this isn't it. I don't... Yeah, I got a lantern. I don't know why I wanted that, but... Either way, we're trying to get to... Man, there's so much stuff to buy. But they're trying to get to deep water changer. That's definitely something we're gonna want. That costs 6 though. We really want it that much. And no, this is what we want. We want the Geo Bay, and of course we can't afford it. So looks like. So I don't know. I don't care what's happening with Paulo's stone, but. Alright, see what we can get from the Synthetis library. We've only got like a solar mirror, magnetic resonator, not that much stuff to buy. So, yeah, we'll get ourselves a new companion slot. Yay! And that's all we can do. So I came up here just, yeah, well, I was gonna waste the money. I mean, I could have gotten the, I mean, yeah, we did get a new upgrade thing? What do we get? Yeah, I've already got it. What do we get? Oh jeez, I'm trying to... We literally just did it and I can't remember what it was. What do we do? Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy if I go back. Hang on, I can think about that. Get in there, what? Oh yeah, we bought one construction lantern when I realized we needed more for the geobase, so we're gonna have to go get more buildable technology. Unfortunately, that's the case. Oh, we could go do that real quick. We at least got the space anomaly in the system now. Alright, so we're gonna need to get... We could really just probably go to this planet, but we'll probably go over to this planet instead. Oh, let's not go to the quick... Let's go to this unknown planet. We got Frost Crystal. Oh, good! Frost Crystal is pretty important. Definitely will want that. And we got high sentinel activity. Oh, great. We just got through a battle. I don't plan on...
Hostile scan
Oh,
detected.
great. Now what? More people want to fight me? Can't go 5 seconds without this. There is no alternative for one as weak as you. Die with glory if you can. So you mean to tell me...
Hostile ships approaching.
Oh, they're going to a bridge. Where are they? Do you mean you're going to challenge me? Do you realize my rank? Do you realize who you are messing with? I just obliterated a capital ship and all this intercept. I once fed off a capital ship and its interceptors, and then on top of that, I destroyed 4 of you. So you have no idea who you're messing with.
Hostile ships
That's
defeated.
what you get for assumptions. Okay, with that said, we can go to any planet right now. So, not sure exactly. Yeah, let's go to this planet because I'm pretty sure. Thought I went to this planet. That's what was coming to mind, but it just I was drawing a blank. Like, what was I doing? Like, what's up there? Oh, great, object internet. Oh, it's just one of these guys. Hey, you want to buy some things? Oh, I got things to sell. Buy from me. So the cargo's already ready for it. They didn't... Precious metal cog. Price negative.
Product received.
Oh, it's
Product
enormous
received.
metal. No, never mind. Enormous metal cog. We'll buy a lot of platinum. Why we're gonna buy it, I don't know.
Product received. Product
Just
received.
buying all of them apparently.
Product received.
Alright, Alright. That's all we need. Heading to the planet now.
Technology recharge.
And oh yeah, by the way, during their battles, just to let you guys know, when I was mining, I got into a battle with one of the fighters, and my Viking rating went from 5 to 6. So I'm now 6 out of 9 Viking rating. Oh yeah, welcome to this planet. I shall call this one a Michigan Winter 2. I think I already called another planet Michigan Winter, but this one is basically literally what a Michigan Winter looks like. And so, hey look, there's a little place we can land right here. That's probably the best place too, but we'll land right next to it instead. Oh. Welcome to Tatsuna Delta, or again, as I like to call it, Michigan Winter. Looks exactly like this. And so, and we got ourselves a little base here. Let's see what awaits us up on the inside. I might want to take a break after this. Give my mind a chance to recharge and regather myself. But then again, if I could finish all of them up in one go,
Protection falling.
I would like to. I really would. And it'd be a lot easier too once I get, like, you know, my own freighter and things like that. It's just, you know, being on the surface constantly grinding everything is really hard to commentate on, because it's like, well, here's a metal ore, and here's some more metal, and here's some more ferrite dust. I'm gonna quit the desktop. We're not gonna quit the desktop. We might consider quitting the desktop. Alright, so we're gonna go down here and...
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
I done! Let's see what we got. Oh, so we could buy a hermetic seal, magnetic resonator, navigation data.
Product
Oh, we got an
received.
update chart.
Product
Let's
received.
just buy one more. Or maybe not. I don't know.
Product received.
And some more navigation data. Definitely important. We can use that in the future. We also got a weapon here. Oh, it's Hunter Stasis. The downbeat life form is whatever. The life form looks at me with questioning eyes. I will advise acceptance. The young warrior nods. Yeah, you cool. All the way.
Units
And
received.
he just gives me 1,000 credits. Oh, cool. We can go ahead and sell some stuff. Good. we're definitely getting a lot of stuff that we don't need. Corded relay disabled. Corded relay disabled. Well, how did I get this? There we go.
Units received.
Crystal fragment. That's pretty good. Pungium. We could sell that. Apparently, I can't sell a semiconductor for some odd reason. Oh no, we were trying to buy. We didn't have enough. So. Oh wait, I still should have had enough. Okay, whatever. I don't know. There is a weapons terminal we could at least look at, but we're not going to. We're probably just gonna get here and we can. Oh yeah, you can call your starship, and I don't think if you do it, it doesn't use up starship launch fuel, or when you take off again, it doesn't use starship. I'm not sure. What I am sure of is that we've reached the end of this episode. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. See you then.